Hello everybody, welcome back. I've just left Brixton from my previous video, which you may have just watched, and I've hot-footed it over to East London, where I'm currently standing in an enormous refurbishment opportunity that I'm currently selling. I'm due to meet a valuation surveyor shortly for the current buyer. But I wanted to show you, the viewers, who may be thinking about using Unique Property Company to sell or rent their property. It's another opportunity for me to demonstrate what we do, how we do things, and the kind of places we deal with, and just to prove the fact that as an agency, as a company, we're not all sausage and no sizzle. So what I'm standing in is an enormous artist studio that is ripe and ready for complete and utter refurbishment, but the story is fabulous. The owner, who is sadly no longer with us, this was his base for about 40 years. He was an artist by the name of Michael Green. I never met him, I wish I had. He sounded like a thoroughly interesting chap and lived a very interesting life. But this was his home and his studio. When I first came to meet the executors here, the place was full, and I mean chock full, of his works. I think all told, the total amount would totaled about 40,000 individual pieces, which have all been collated, documented, and sent to a specialist gallery storage space, ready to be distributed, sold, or whatever they'll intend on doing with it. So this is the first time today I've actually been able to see it without anything in it, and it is even better, even though it does need a lot of work, it's even better than I thought it was going to be. I am going to flip that camera around shortly, and I'm going to take you on a quick once-over tour so you get to see the kind of thing that we are currently selling. This had an enormous amount of interest. We had 5 interested people in it at the time that it went to market, and ended up going to a competitive sealed bid situation, resulting in a lovely family who are currently buying the property with a view to keeping it, restoring it, and making it feel as every bit as interesting and as creative as the previous owner had it. So I'm going to flip the camera around, we're going to start at the front door, and we're going to have a wander. Right, once you're up the ramp and inside the main communal lobby, you're into the communal walkway, which is where the front door for this flat is. And so that's the entrance that you're greeted with. This is the front door for the apartment. It's a very heavy industrial front door, and I've got to let it close quietly because it's a very heavy door and it will make an enormous bang. Okay, so some of you may have seen other videos that I've posted on a previous property I'd sold in this actual building. We're in the Limehouse Cut development, which is also known as the Sprats Warehouse, over in Limehouse in East London, E14. Limehouse Cut. It's a combination of 4 buildings. You've got Foundry House, you've got Patent House, you've got Coleman's Wharf, and you've also got this main building here, which is Limehouse Cut. It was originally developed or redeveloped in the 80s. It was intended as an artist community. It was, I guess, the precursor to live-work units, but always been popular with the creative industry, still is very popular with the creative industry, and a real go-to for people who just want something that's got real, authentic beauty. These buildings are gorgeous, the big old Victorian buildings that used to be originally the Sprats patent pet food company, and there's lots of bits and bobs decorating the various communal hallways and some of the flats, just with a nod to its past. Anyway, here's the hallway. We've just dropped down 1 level. You actually come in at a raised ramp from the front door once you're up through the communal rampway to the main communal front door. This drops down into this stairwell and then into this apartment, which is absolutely enormous. It's over 2,000 square feet. It's a completely raw space, and I'll show some photographs on the screen now. You can see what I was faced with when I first came to see it, with all the works, the art that was here. But this is such an amazing project. The ceiling height in here has got to be, I'd say, a good 12, 13 feet. There's just so much space. Big windows over here, these original Crittall windows, and these overlook the canal, which is just outside. Literally there's a towpath and a canal. It's a nice waterside location. This room here used to be, or was used as the bedroom. Great size room. Get a light on. But I can't wait to see what the new owners are going to do with this space once they've taken it on. The flooring is an interesting thing in here. This is actually printed concrete. They look like original slabs. They're not. I dealt with an apartment on the upper floors here, and the guy who owns that apartment, I think his late mother used to own that one, and he was the one who told me that this was the style they put in. It was done to reflect, obviously, paving slabs, but it's not. It's printed concrete. Very effective. Lots of brickwork. Breeze block there. It's still very raw in many places, but the kitchen is actually a very nice, solid kitchen. Yes, it needs doing, but I think you could probably, it's difficult to convey in a video, but this is a really solid, good piece of wood for the countertop here. And the kitchen units could just be refaced. They'd look really nice. A bit more of the Sprats design starting over there. And then just across this way here, a little bonus room, which through these nice crystal doors leads to a room that is, I think, earmarked for a bedroom. But what a room. Again, huge ceiling heights, loads of brickwork, this printed concrete on the floor. This room was actually used to store Michael's huge canvases. Did it very well. And that door there is, I can't open it now, but that's a door that leads through. It's original loading doors that lead through and out to this unofficial but strip of ground outside, which can be enjoyed once it's all been landscaped and de-weeded. But there we have it. This is the artist studio at Limehouse Cut in E14. Right then, that is a wrap over here at Limehouse Cut. Now, some of the more eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that I didn't feature the bathroom. They're for good reason, because it's not the most glamorous room and I didn't really need to stick a camera around the door there. There's not much to see. What I wanted to show you was something extraordinary and something that could be amazing in the right hands, which I believe it is. The current family buying it, I think, are going to do a sterling job on this. I'm looking forward to seeing the end result. But if you are looking for something like this, if you're looking for a property restoration project, a fixer-upper in and around London, in and around the southeast of England, that is the sort of thing that we do take from time to time. If you would like to know more about any of these projects, please contact me directly. Simon@uniqueproperty.tv is my direct email address. You can contact the office 0203 987 1739, or just go via the website uniquepropertycompany.co.uk. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. Please give it a quick thumbs up if you have liked the tour. And until next time, please look after yourself. Take care.